Mr. McTurnan?
Here.
Mr. Caputo?
Here.
Mr. Garlotti?
Here.
Mr. Keefe?
Here.
Ms. Ito? Ms. Ito? Ms. Ito is absent. David
Okay, we have a
Michello?
quorum.
Yeah.
I'd like to call this meeting to order and ask Mitch if you would please read the public notice.
Sure. Please be advised that the notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been complied with and satisfied in that the annual notice, which gave sufficient notice of the time, place, and conduct of all public meetings of the New Brunswick Parking Authority, has been filed with the city clerk, has been placed on an appropriate bulletin board in the lobby of City Hall, New Brunswick, New Jersey, and has been transmitted to the official newspaper for the City of New Brunswick, namely the Home News and Tribune, as per the annual notice provided in a resolution adopted by this governing body on December 29, 1975.
Thank you, Mitch.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chair, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to see who else is on the call. David Michello?
Yes, I'm here, thank you.
Is Bright on the call?
Yes, I'm here.
And Stephanie, are you on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank you, Mitch. So the board has received the minutes from the May board meeting. Can I get a motion to accept those minutes?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
And a second?
I second?
Is that Lou?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. McTurnan?
Yes.
Mr. Caputo?
Yes.
Mr. Garlotti?
Yes.
Mr. Keefe?
Yes.
And Ms. Ito? Absent. Okay, good.
Okay, thank you, Mitch. Is there any public comment this evening?
Yes, please.
Yes, Charlie Cradiville.
Yes, sir. Charlie Cradiville, New Brunswick today. Notice there's still not an executive director's report or a finance report on this agenda. The authority's revenues were down 18% this March over last March, 37% this April over last April. Do you have the May numbers yet? And what's the financial outlook? What are you going to do about this?
We have the May numbers. I can get them for you. I don't have them right here. So far, we're fine financially. Right. Looking to make out debt payment, so we're fine. Like I mentioned before, our monthly revenue, monthly parking revenue, is right there as budget because of Rebel Johnson and Rutgers University and the county.
The authority is $384 million in debt. You said you expect to be able to make the next payment. When is the next payment and how much?
Bright, the next payment's in August, is that correct?
September 1st, yeah. August,
September 1st.
August, September 1st.
And about how much?
Do you recall how much that payment is?
It would be about 11 million.
Okay.
It's interest, half a year's interest and principal.
Okay.
That equals to 11 million.
Yeah, 11 point something, yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. And the pilot payment that you make to the city, I think that's in 2 chunks as well. Do you know when the next one is, and you have no concerns about being able to make that full payment?
No concerns about making that either.
Okay. I have to ask, how many suicides have there been from the decks since the last meeting?
Since the last meeting,
Yeah. I know of 2 incidents in the same week.
there's only one from our garages.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. So, what's being done about the problem?
Like I mentioned, we've been in contact with our structural engineers, trying to come up with a solution, deterrent, if you will. We've recently closed off the roofs to public access from garages and from the elevators and stairwells, and we're looking at our options as far as deterring future suicides.
Okay. And which roofs did you close? All of them? Or?
It's Gateway, Plum, Patterson, Morris. I think that's basically it.
Okay. And you said there was only one suicide from one of your facilities in the past month. Do you know where the other one was? Was it also a parking garage?
I'm not sure on that.
Okay.
You'd probably contact the police on that. They'd probably give you more information.
Okay. Because I have been in touch with the police, and it was my understanding that the incident was at the Gateway, that both were at the Gateway. Maybe
The only one, matter of fact, hold on one second. There was only one at the Gateway since the last meeting. June 7th was the Gateway incident.
Okay. And just, following up on these discussions, I have, shared articles with you, shared reports from the IPI. I guess, at the last meeting you said this was being put on the back burner. Is it safe to say that it's off the back burner and on the front burner now? And when can we expect, the obviously needed implementation of things like physical barriers?
We're currently looking at it, all right? So what do you want to call it? The back burner, the front burner, we're currently looking at it. We have to, like any other capital improvement, we would have to get estimates, see how much it's going to cost, and then possibly borrow money for it, and then take it from there. But right now, we're just trying to find a deterrent that would, meet the need.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering my questions. I will follow up with some more. Have a good one.
Okay. No other public, Chairman.
Okay. Is there any other board discussion? Okay, hearing none, we have two resolutions for this month. Can I get a motion for the payment resolution for June 2020?
I'll make a motion.
And a second, please.
I'll make a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, I have to read off Mr. McTurnan,
Yes.
Mr. Caputo,
Yes.
Mr. Garlotti,
Yes.
Mr. Keefe,
Yes.
Ms. Zito. Absent.
Okay. Second, we have a resolution to approve the 2019 audited financial reports and findings. Before we do that, Lou, do you want to summarize, or Mitch, do you just want to briefly summarize the findings that we reviewed with the auditors?
Sure, I'd be happy to. We met by Zoom meeting with the auditors on the exit interview. They had no recommendations. They have no issues that they feel in terms of controls that need to be addressed. So it's a pretty comprehensive thumbs up by them. Financially, last year was a relatively strong year, adjusting for capital and the other investments that were made. So I would recommend, and we parted at our finance committee meeting with the idea that we would recommend to the full board approval, and at that point then we get a management letter, and then the full audit is released, and we file that with the state, et cetera, and publish it on the website. So it was a comprehensive review and all in a positive direction, and so that was my takeaway. And so
I agree. I thought it was strong. And obviously, we're going to get a clean letter, so it was well done. Bright, congratulations.
Yes, thank you, Bright. That was a
Good
reflection
job.
of your efforts.
Okay, if the board has no other questions, can I get a resolution to approve the 2019 audited financial?
I would offer a motion.
Okay, in a second.
Second.
Mitch?
Mr. McTurnan,
Yes.
Mr. Caputo,
Yes.
Mr. Garlotti,
Yes.
Mr. Keefe,
Yes.
Ms. Zito. Ms. Zito is absent.
Okay. Okay, any old business, Mitch, this evening?
No.
Any new business that you need to bring up to us?
No.
Okay, in that sense, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion.
Second.
Mr. McTurnan,
Yes.
Mr. Caputo,
Yes.
Mr. Garlotti,
Yes.
Mr. Keefe,
Yes.
Ms. Zito, absent.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank
You too.
Be well, stay healthy.